A very good morning, good afternoon, good night, whenever you will watch this video. So today in this video we will discuss about sentence structure. So basically sentence having three structures. First is simple, then next is your compound, and next is complex. So in this video we will cover all these three sentences with its examples. So I hope you are ready with your pen and paper. So without wasting much time, let us start this video. So first is a sentence structure. So as I told you, three types of these sentences are there. First one is simple sentence, next is compound sentence, and last one is complex sentence. So we'll start with the simple sentence. Now simple sentence means what? That is important to understand. So simple sentence means what? That it has one independent clause. Such type of sentence which has one independent clause, that is known as simple sentence. Now question may arise that clause means what? So clause means what? That it is a group of words which has one subject and one verb. One group of word is there which has one subject and one verb, that is known as clause. And independent clause means what? That group of the word which has one subject and the verb will give the complete thought in this sentence. So that is the meaning of independent clause. Now we'll take the example of independent clause. Say over here Ram plays, that is the group of word which consists of one subject and one verb. So Ram plays, complete thought is given. Yes, we know Ram is playing. Another is he cries. He is what? Subject. That is cries means what? Verb. So that is the group of word which gives the complete information. So that is known as independent clause. Now this independent clause is also known as simple sentence also. So difference between clause and simple sentence is what then? Question may arise. So clause means what? That is the smallest unit of a sentence. More than one clause if you will add in a sentence, then a sentence will be constructed. Or by combining more than one clauses, you can construct the sentence. But you can remember like this, that whatever independent clause is there, that is your simple sentence. Independent clause will give the complete thought about the sentence. Okay. Now we'll take the example of simple sentences. So over here I have written Vivek opened the door. So that is your simple sentence. Why? Because it has one independent clause. How? That independent clause is a group of the word, that is the group of the word which has one subject and one verb which gives the complete thought. Yes, we know Vivek opened the door, complete thought is given. So that is your simple sentence. Next is Joy wrote a book. That is also simple sentence because inside of that sentence independent clause is present. How? That clause means what? One subject and one verb. That is your subject, that is your verb, and that subject and verb will give the complete information in the sentence. That is why it is an independent clause, and the sentence which has the independent clause, that is known as simple sentence. Okay, next is Rahul waited for me. That is also a simple sentence. Why? Because that sentence has one independent clause. Independent clause means what? One subject and one verb. One subject, one verb. That is your independent clause which gives the complete thought in a sentence. Okay. Now over here I have written one thing, that subject may be compound. Subject may be compound. Means what? Two subjects are there. How? That the hand and the face need to be washed. That is also a simple sentence. It has one independent clause. Which one? The hand and the face need. Okay. The hand and the face need. That is one subject, the hand. That is another face, the face. So two subjects are there and one verb is there which has some meaning. So it consists of compound subject and independent clause. That is why it is a simple sentence. Next is Ram and Balram played together. So over here Ram and Balram played. That is what? That is your independent clause which consists of compound subject. Compound subject means Ram is one subject, Balram is another subject, and one verb. That is the verb. That is also the verb. So that is your independent clause. Why? Because that independent clause gives complete thought about this sentence. Okay, now next is what? That subject may be compound. Similarly, verb may be compound also. Verb means what? Compound means what? Two verbs are there. How? First example is that the girl smiled and walked away. So the girl smiled and walked away means what? Over here, that is girl is subject. Verb is smiled. Another is walked. So two verbs are there. So compound verb are there, and that is your single subject. So that is your independent clause, so that it is a simple sentence which gives the complete thought in a sentence. And last one is what? They sing and dance on stage. So over here they sing and dance. That gives the complete information. That is why it is a independent clause. Independent clause has one subject, one verb. But over here we are talking about what? Compound verb means over here two verbs are there. First verb, second verb, to sing, to dance, two verbs are there, and in front of that they means single subject is there. So that is your simple sentence. So I hope meaning of simple sentence is clear to you. Now we'll discuss about the next structure of the sentence, which is compound sentence. Now we will discuss about the compound sentence. Now compound sentence means what? That it has two independent clauses. In simple sentence it has only one independent clause. In compound sentence two independent clauses are there and are connected with conjunction. Two independent clauses are there and that two independent clauses are connected with conjunctions. Conjunctions means what? Like but, or, and, so, because, still, therefore, etc. So two independent clauses, both of the clauses will give the complete thought in a sentence, and both of the clauses are connected with one conjunction and connected with comma. That thing you have to remember. And last thing is what? That both independent clauses are related to each other. One clause is there, that clause must be related with another clause. Then only we can say sentence is compound sentence. So you have to find three things in a sentence. Then only you can say given sentence is compound sentence. Number one is what? Two clauses must be there. Both of the clauses must be connected with conjunctions, with commas, and last one is what? Both of the clauses must be related with each other. How? That we will understand with the example. So first one is what? That I waited for the train, but train was late. So over here, first I will find independent clauses. So independent clause means what? It is a group of the word which consists of one subject and one verb. So over here, I waited, that is your independent clause, that is your subject, that is your verb. So that whole sentence is independent clause, one independent clause. Next is what? Train. Train is what? One subject. Was means verb. So that is another independent clause. Both of the clauses gives the complete thought, and both of the independent clauses are connected with what? With one conjunction. With one conjunction like but. And also one comma is present, connected with comma. That means now we can say given sentence is compound sentence. Okay. Next example. Ram opened the door and he looked outside. Again we will find out independent clauses. Two clauses must be there. Independent means gives complete thought. Okay. So Ram opened the door. That is your one independent clause, or you can say simple sentence also. So Ram is subject, opened is verb. So one independent clause. Another independent clause. He looked outside. That he is subject, looked means verb. So two independent clauses are there. Both are connected with what? With conjunction like add, and connected with comma. So you can say given sentence is compound sentence. Okay, next is it was raining, so I took an umbrella. So it was raining, that is your independent clause. It is a subject, was is a verb. So it was raining, complete thought is given. Then next sentence is what? That I took an umbrella. So I took an umbrella is also independent clause, that I have taken the umbrella, complete thought is cleared. So I is subject to his verb. So both of the independent clauses are connected with what? With conjunction so, and one comma, and both are related to each other, that it was raining, so I took the umbrella. That means both are related. Why you have taken the umbrella? Because it was raining. So that sentence is compound sentence. Next is, it was late, still he was not tired. Again, it was late is one independent clause, complete expression is given, it is subject, was is verb. Then another independent clause is, he was not tired, complete information is given, in which he is subject, was is verb. And both of the independent clauses are connected with what? With one conjunction still, and with one comma, so that this sentence is compound sentence. Okay, next is, I want to do work but I am tired. So over here, I want to do work, that is your independent clause. Why? Because it has one subject, it has one verb, and it gives the complete thought that I want to do work. But I am tired. I am tired is another independent clause, gives complete information. I am tired, that means complete thought is given. I is subject, am is verb, and two independent clauses are connected with what? With one conjunction but. So that given also connected with comma, so that this sentence is also compound sentence. Next is, he is a driver, he knows the address. Over here I missed to write so. He is a driver, so he knows the address, or you can write instead of that, he is the driver, therefore he knows the address. Again, he is a driver, complete thought is given, independent clause, that is subject, that is verb. Therefore he knows the address, complete information is given, that is subject, that is verb. Two independent clauses are connected with what? Connected with one conjunction, which is therefore, and one comma, so that is your compound sentence, and both are related to each other. As he is a driver, he knows the address, so compound sentence is there. Last sentence, I am dancing and she is sleeping. So again, I am dancing, that is your independent clause, complete thought is given, that is subject, that is verb. And she is sleeping, that is also independent clause, complete thought is given, that is subject, that is verb. And both of the independent clauses are connected with one conjunction and with one comma, so given sentence is your compound sentence. If you will think so, then your answer will be wrong. Why? Because what I said, both independent clauses are related with each other. Over here I am dancing, that independent clause, and she is sleeping, both are not related with each other. I am dancing, I am talking about myself, and related to that, I am not talking about myself, I am talking about another person. So that is why both are not related with each other. That's why it is not the example of compound sentence. So I hope meaning of compound sentence is clear to you. Now we will move with the last structure of the sentence, which is complex sentence. Now we will discuss about the complex sentence. Complex sentence means what? So it has one independent clause and one dependent clause. Compound sentence was what? That it has two independent clause. Independent clause means what? That which gives complete thought in a sentence. And in compound sentence it has two clauses, but among that two clauses, one should be independent and another should be dependent. Now dependent clause means what? Independent clause means what? That we will discuss. So independent clause means what? That independent clause having one subject, one verb. It is a group of the words which having one subject and one verb, and that independent clause will give the complete thought in a sentence. Like he plays, complete thought is given, that he is playing, he plays, which has one subject and one verb. Next is Ram works, that is your subject, that is your verb. Ram works, complete information is given, that is known as independent clause. Now next is what? Dependent clause. Dependent clause means one subject, one verb, same, but that dependent clause will not give the complete thought in a sentence. That dependent clause requires another clause to give the complete information. In short, that dependent clause will not give the complete thought in a sentence. How? Example is there, that who is intelligent? Who is intelligent? We don't know who is intelligent. So that is your who means subject, that is your verb. We don't know who is intelligent, that means complete thought is not given. That is why that is your dependent clause. Next is which I want. Now what you want, that we don't know, complete thought is not cleared. So that is your dependent clause in which one subject is there and one verb is there. Okay. Next is this is the bestseller. This is bestseller, or this is the bestseller. Okay. Over here also, who is the bestseller? That we don't know. But over here, one subject is there and one verb is there. But that subject and verb, that dependent clause is not giving the complete thought in a sentence. So clear about the independent and dependent clause. And complex sentence means what? Such a sentence in which one independent clause is there and another one is dependent clause. So now we'll see the example of complex sentences. First one is what? That wherever you go, you can always find beauty. Now this whole sentence is known as complex sentence. Why complex sentence? One reason, that over here whenever you go, one sentence, or you can say one clause, then you can find beauty. Another sentence, another clause. Now in a complex sentence, two clauses should be there. First one is independent and dependent. One subject, one verb is known as clause. Okay. So over here, first of all, we will say whenever you go, wherever you go, that we don't know, meaning is not clear, thought is not complete. So wherever you go is known as what? Is known as dependent clause. Thought is not clear. Dependent clause means DC. Thought is not clear. Thought is not complete. So that is a dependent clause. It has one subject and one verb. Okay. Next is you can always find beauty. Now thought is clear. You can always find beauty. Thought is clear that wherever you can always find beauty. Thought is clear. So you is what? It is your subject. Can is what? It is your verb. So that whole sentence is known as independent clause. Independent clause, I will write IC. That means it is such a sentence in which dependent clause is there, independent clause is there, so that we can say it is a complex sentence. Okay. Now next is when he won the match, everyone cheered. So when he won the match, one clause or one sentence, then everyone cheered. Another clause. Okay. When he won the match, we don't know when he won the match. Today, tomorrow, or in the past, we don't know when. So that is what? Thought is not complete. So that is why dependent clause in which one subject is there, one verb is there. Another sentence, everyone cheered. Everyone cheered. Yes, thought is clear. Everyone cheered. So everyone is your subject, cleared is your verb, and that everyone cheered gives complete thought in a sentence. That is why it is your independent clause. So dependent clause, independent clause, both clauses are present in a single sentence. That is why it is known as complex sentence. Next example, we met few people who speak Gujarati. So we met few people, one clause, who speak Gujarati, another clause. Okay. We met few people means what? That who are the people? We don't know. So thought is not clear. So that is why that is your dependent clause. And that is who speak Gujarati. Who speak Gujarati means we know that people can speak Gujarati. Thought is clear. So that is why it is your independent clause. Over here, one subject, one verb. Idea or thought is not clear. That is why dependent clause. That is thought is clear. One subject, one verb. It is your independent clause. So that is your complex sentence. Next is Ram laughed when Balram said a joke. So Ram laughed. One clause. When Balram said a joke, another clause. Over here, Ram laughed. That means thought is clear. Thought is clear. Ram laughed. That we know. Thought is clear. So that is why it is your independent clause, which has one subject and one verb. Next is what? When Balram said a joke. We don't know when Balram said a joke. We don't know. Thought is not clear. So that is why that is your dependent clause, in which one subject is there, one verb is there. So independent clause, dependent clause creates what? Creates complex sentence. Last sentence. I thought he does not respect you. Okay. I thought, one clause. he does not respect you. Another clause, I thought, what you thought? That meaning is not clear, sense is not clear. That is why that is your dependent clause, in which one subject is there, one verb is there. Next clause is what? He does not respect you. Meaning is clear, that he is not respecting you. That's why meaning or thought is given. So that is thought, we can understand. That is why it is your independent clause, in which one subject is there, one verb is there. So in a single sentence, that is your dependent clause and independent clauses are present. So that sentence is complex sentence. So I hope meaning of complex sentence is clear to you. Now I would like to end this video. Once again, we will meet in a new video with a new topic. So till then, read hard, work hard. Thank you very much.